Welcome to the community of
engineers, the change agents in the society. In this session, we will discuss methods for the estimation of extraterrestrial radiation and also calculation of various factors used as variables in the main expressions for the estimation of extraterrestrial radiation. Solar radiation is further classified into two types: extraterrestrial radiation and terrestrial radiation. Extraterrestrial radiation means the estimation of radiation considering no atmosphere is present, or the estimation of radiation with the assumption that the atmosphere is 100% transparent, whereas terrestrial radiation is the estimation of radiation in the presence of atmosphere. The intensity of solar radiation depends on the location of the earth, time of the day, and day of the year. The earth along its axis of rotation is tilted about 23.45 degrees. The tilt of the earth is continuously changing on each day while its revolution around the sun. The tilt of the earth is known as the declination, which is denoted with symbol del. The declination is defined as the angle of the sun at the solar noon with respect to the plane of equator, north at considered as positive and south being negative. This ranges from 23.45 degrees to the north and 23.45 degrees to the south of equator. This is calculated by using this expression: 23.45 sine 360 times 284 plus n upon 365, where n is the day of the year. As on 21st March the declination is 0, on 21st June the declination is positive 23.45, again on 21st September the declination is 0, and on 21st December the declination is minus 23.45. Let's see few values of declination. Positive 23.45 on June 22nd, positive 20th on May 21st, positive 15 on May 1st, positive 10 on May 16th, positive 5 on April 3rd, 0 on March 21st, minus 5 on March 8th, minus 10 on February 23rd, minus 20 on January 21st, and minus 23.45 on December 22nd. Further, we can see that if the value of declination is greater than 0, we experience summer, and if the value of declination is less than 0, we experience winters. Another very important term is the sunshine hours, denoted with symbol omega s. When the sun rises on the horizon or sun sets, the angle made by the radiation is just parallel to the surface of the earth. This angle is termed as the sunshine hours. So the sunshine hours, as the altitude angle is 0 degree at both sunrise and sunset. Thus sunrise and sunset hours is calculated with this expression: omega s is equal to cos inverse times minus tan phi and tan del, where phi is the latitude and del is the declination. Further, the day length or possible sunshine hours is calculated with this expression: n is equal to 2 omega s upon 15, where omega s is the sunshine hours. Now we will discuss the expressions used to calculate the extraterrestrial radiations. As we know, the extraterrestrial radiations are the radiations which are counted or considered in the absence of the atmosphere. The first one is the irradiance. This is denoted with symbol G, and the unit of irradiance is watt per meter square. It is the flux of radiant energy per unit area normal to the direction of flow of radiant energy through a medium, or we can define as the rate of radiant energy falling on a surface per unit area of the surface at any point in time. The solar radiation incident on a horizontal plane ignoring the atmosphere. Now this is calculated using this expression. Here in this expression G naught, in this G naught, this naught denote the extraterrestrial radiations, and it is equal to the solar constant, this subscript Sc, and its value we know that it is 1367 watt per meter square, times with this term, and in this the n is the day of the year or the specific day in 365 days. This 5 denotes the latitude of that very specific location, and this del is the declination or the tilt of the earth at that very specific day, and this declination we can calculate with this expression. Here again n is the day of the year. Now omega is the hour angle, and we calculate this omega by using this expression. Here omega is equal to the minutes times the 0.25. Now let's say we are talking of, or we want to calculate the hour angle for 2 p.m. Now till 2 p.m. from starting from 12, the minutes are 120 minutes. Now multiplied with this 0.25, so it is going to be 30 degree. For this case the omega for 2 p.m. is going to be 30 degree. Let's say we want to calculate omega for the case of 10 a.m. Now again for 10 a.m. if we see counting back from this 12 till 10, the minutes are going to be 120 minutes. Now multiply with this 0.25, again omega for the case of 10 a.m. would be 30, but in this case we are going to write the negative 30 degree. Now because the values we use to for the hour angle, which are moving from this 12 towards right, we are going to take the positive value, and on the left side we are going to use the same value with the negative sign, or in other words, for the case of am we are going to use the value with the negative sign, and for the case of pm we are going to use value with the positive sign. We just discussed the irradiance, which is the flux of radiant energy per unit area at any point in time. But often we have to calculate the amount of radiant energy for a period of time, or for a complete day. For that we use the term insolation, and which is denoted with symbol H, and the unit of insolation, that is joules per meter square. So it is the incident energy per unit area on a surface obtained and calculated in joules per meter square, or it is often necessary for calculation of daily solar radiation to have the integrated daily radiation on a horizontal surface H naught, and for that we use to have this expression. This is for complete day. Again O stand for the extraterrestrial radiations, and here GSC is the solar constant, and its value is 1367 watt per meter square, times with this term, and here n is the day of the year. Now phi is the latitude of that very specific location under consideration, and del is the tilt of the earth at that very specific day, and we calculate this tilt with this expression. Again we use this n for that very specific day of the year, and then is the omega s, that is the sunshine hour. Now since it is the we are going to calculate for a complete day, so we are going to use omega s, and to calculate this omega s we use this expression. Omega s is equal to cos inverse times minus tan phi, again the latitude of that very location under consideration, and del is the tilt of the earth at that very specific day. So far we discussed the expressions to deal with the irridance which is used to calculate for a specific point in time, and the expression which is used for the calculation of solar radiations for the entire day. Now that is the insolation. But often we are interested to calculate the radiations in between a specific time duration. And for that, again insolation, and we used to describe or denote this with symbol I, and again the units are same, the joules per meter square. This is the incident energy per unit area on a surface obtained and calculated in joules per meter square. To calculate the radiations on a horizontal surface for an hour period, and hour period is the period between hour angles omega 1 and omega 2, which is defined as an hour, where omega 2 is larger than the omega 1. And for that the expression is I naught. Again naught is the extra, indicating the extraterrestrial radiations, and with this expression GSC is the solar constant and its value is 1367 watt per meter square times this expression. N is the day of the year, and this phi is the latitude of that very specific location under consideration, and del is the declination or tilt of the earth at that very specific day, and declination we calculate with this expression. Again we used to have use this is the value of n, the specific day, and then is the omega 1 and omega 2. Now we know that omega is the, we calculate the angle, our angle, and we used to calculate with the minutes multiply with this 0.25. Now let's say we are interested to calculate the radiations between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Now for our case omega 10 a.m. is going to be omega 1 and 11 a.m. would be omega 2. Now to calculate omega 1, so omega 1 that is 10, so we are going to have 120 minutes multiply with 0.25. Now omega 1 is going to be minus 30 degree. Now for the case of omega 2, we have 60 minutes times 0.25, so we get omega 2 that is minus 15 degree. So in this expression here we are going to use the value of omega 2 that is minus 15. For this specific case we are interested to calculate the irradiance during or between 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. and then again we have to complete this expression. Further, to calculate the terrestrial radiations we used to use the instrument which is known as pyranometer. It is the device which is used to measure the solar radiation, and it is designed to measure the solar radiation in watt per meter square from the hemisphere. Now with this pyranometer we can calculate the value of the beam or direct radiation, also the value of diffuse radiations. or we can say it is capable to calculate the value of global radiation, which is equal to the beam radiation plus diffused radiations and watt per meter square.